This is again the 7 days of Mother Mary, where we explore Mother Mary's teachings in the Sophia Code. For those of you who are just tuning in, you just randomly found my channel. My name is Kaiara, and I'm the best-selling author of the Sophia Code. And I lead an international movement and mystery school for how to mentor with the Ascended Masters, how to embody your higher self, how to step fully into your sovereignty, and how to operate your human awareness and your relationship with life through the perspective, through the power of your own higher self. And it's my great honor and privilege to be here with you. It's so wonderful seeing everyone tuning in from all over the world. Oh my gosh, so beautiful. Thank you. We've got Canada, Sweden, Australia, England. Oh my gosh, our beloved initiates from across the US. We're so happy that you're here. We're so happy to be gathering with you. It's such an honor to be here with you. It's been a big month for me. And I just knew that we needed to share this offering this month, even though my schedule was a little crazy. And just seeing everybody popping on, I just want to say, like, it just makes it all worth it. Thank you so much for all of your blessings, your support, and your prayers. It's just really exciting to be here with you, celebrating Mother Mary's mentorship and her guidance for us at this very pivotal lifetime. So, what did I want to? So, we're going to be doing 2 giveaways per day over this journey, the 7 days of Mother Mary, and just welcoming in everyone coming in. Oh my God. Hi, Jade. So good to see you. Hi, Hetty, Maria, Heather. So beautiful. Um, I want you to know if there's any questions that come up for you during this live broadcast. We have 3 team angels available for you in the live chat. Today we have Ashley and Megan, and we also have our beautiful French speaking angel, Lisa. So if we have any French attendees and you have questions, please feel free to share in the live chat. If you have any questions about our upcoming program this January, which is going to be amazing, any questions about the jewelry and how it's actually angelic ascension technology, please feel free to reach out to us. We're here for you. We can also schedule a free angel call if you'd like to learn more. As we journey through the 7 days of Mother Mary. And for those of you who didn't catch it, on my Instagram live feed, I have a video that I just did with Nia Whitehorse, our jewelry angel on our team, where she was asking me all these great questions about the jewelry and how the jewelry is working with your body when you wear it, how it's blessing and integrating with all the different levels of your emotional body, your mental body, your spiritual causal body, and really becoming that spiritual armor that helps to um, mentor your faith and mentor your direct relationship with these masters. These are all living altars that you can wear over your body. That's just a legitimate thing to say. Once you start to feel this jewelry and wear it over your body, it's pretty easy for anyone, even if you're not that sensitive, to feel that there's something very special going on with the transmission coming off of these this jewelry collection, and we're giving away a Mother Mary solid brass wristlet today. What I love about the solid brass line is that it's a really easy entryway point into this very high level collection of Ascension technology. And on the back of the wristlet, we've got key code 4 Mother Mary engraved. We also have 2 ankhs that are on either side. You have the word Sophia Code that are inside the wristlet. And all of these words that are engraved on this wristlet is to interact with the waters of your body as well as the waters of your consciousness, to start to imprint upon you the importance of what these divine qualities and teachings of Mother Mary are that are engraved in the front. So we're going to be giving away this wristlet at the end of today's call. You've got to be here live at the end of the call to qualify. And so I'm going to just share these words. We pulled these directly from the text of the Sophia Code. And I just want you to know, even the font on this wristlet is the same font that we used for the Sophia Code. We wanted these wristlets to be a very easy transfer of encoded energy so that, say you can't carry the book with you somewhere important, you can wear a piece of jewelry that's encoded with these words with the exact same font from the book. And I mean, I even did the kerning. But if anybody's a graphic designer or designer, there you'll know that like even the kerning and the spacing matter in how the eye feels calm when you look upon words. And so I personally did this. Every detail of this wristlet was designed and overseen by myself personally and in person. It wasn't something that I was far away doing. I was very hands on with the ritual and ceremony and the prayer and the overseeing of the artisans that I was working with. So we've got embodied way shower, and that's all hand pounded. I literally worked with the artisans. I was hand pounding, teaching them how I wanted it exactly to be like water, right? So this is embodied wave shower, and then this is from the initiation, right? That we read over and over again, the Sophia Code. My word is good. My heart is pure. And then we've got here, be a legacy of love. It's like those three mantras, to embody those, you could take the rest of your life to embody those three mantras, that you are an embodied way shower, that your word is good and that your heart is pure. Like learning how to accept that. That's what Mother Mary guides us in her mentorship, how to finally accept how good we are. And then that final statement, be a legacy of love. This is really connected to helping you move beyond your resistances for really stepping into your divine purpose. So I'm really excited that I get to give this away to one lucky winner today. And please know that if you don't win today, there are 6 more days of Mother Mary that you get to win this wristlet. Or we're also going to be giving away Mother Mary pendants. And this is the Mother Mary Sacred Heart Flame pendant, but we're also giving away the Mother Mary medallion from my new collection that I designed while I was in France. So we've got a really exciting day ahead of us. I'll also be giving away at the end of today's call that one free enrollment to my new mentor journey that starts this January, transforming trauma into soul power. And I am so excited to share more about this program with you because, oh my gosh, I've just been counseling so many people over the past few weeks, especially, who really thought they didn't have any trauma, but they found their way to me. And the more that we were able to walk through what they were, really facing in their life, they were able to identify, wow, I do have unresolved trauma. But I always thought trauma was like for people that had something brutal that happened to them, like what happened to you, Kaia. And so it's been very interesting, like building up to this journey that's going to start in January, of watching so many people that Sophia God has been bringing to me that really needed to open up to the next level of their healing empowerment, the next level of self-acceptance. I want everyone to understand that we as a society have we are literally criminalizing the idea that we have a healing journey. And that's why I wanted to create this this mentor journey in January, transforming trauma into soul power, because everyone's walking around with trauma on this planet, whether they know it or not. We are in the middle of a global war of annihilation worldwide. And you and I, we are light workers, and we are holding it down day in and day out for people that don't even know how to say thank you for how much light and love that you are anchoring here on this planet. And so this journey is for all of us to just come together, step into a big, deep exhale, and understand that it's okay that even if we're out there leading, teaching, and healing others, that we are allowed to have our own healing journey too. And that doesn't mean that you're not capable of leading and healing others while you're still healing. I'm still healing. I'll probably be healing for the rest of my life. And I have never, ever, ever, as a public figure, ever claimed that I'm not still healing. What's so interesting to me about the light of Sophia God, the light of our higher self, this transmission from the Sophia Code, is that it allows us to step into our journey of serving others while we are still healing. It teaches us that those places within us that may have been wounded or isolated or abandoned, that those places within us have medicine, both for ourselves and also medicine for this world. And no one knew that better than Mother Mary, Mary Magdalene, and Jesus. They were just so deeply compassionate for their own human journey, which actually allowed them to deeply step into their divine ministry. So I just would like to take a moment for everyone. Let's just bring our hands to our hearts and let's just take a deep breath in and an exhale out. And let's just release all of these weird new age expectations that somehow we're not allowed to have a learning journey or a healing journey. Like, can we just let that go now as a collective? Because I think we're all going to feel a lot more of our sovereignty and the whole purpose of our human journey even deeper if we just let go of the judgments, the expectations, as though you have to reach some destiny of healing, and then you're going to be somehow perfect, never feel a weird feeling again if you achieve some state of samadhi. It's just like, I'm not saying you can't achieve a state of samadhi, but if you're not there yet, it's okay. Like, unconditional love is here for you, purpose is here for you, compassion is here for you, honor is here for you. Can we deeply honor your human journey? Like, it's all medicine, it's all spiritual gold. It's all here to serve and be an offering back to life. It's not about perfectionism. It's about being perfectly you. And perfectly you had wounding. Perfectly you lives in a world where people are traumatized all day long. And by default, witnessing the trauma of others is traumatizing. It's like perfectly you is the one out there being that incredibly brave and heroic angel within human form. And you still get to feel the vast contrast of this world, which can be very polarizing and even terrifying. Perfectly you is having all of those very important experiences right now, and you deserve to be honored. I honor you. Like, thank you for being that humble and honest and willing. And if nobody ever gave you permission to just be perfectly you, I'm so sorry on behalf of all weird teachings or spiritual theologies out there that would think there was, make you, cause you to think there was anything wrong with you in any way, because you are perfectly you. And we love you so, so much. The Ascended Masters adore you. And I'm so excited that today we get to step into a whole new relationship with Mother Mary in a way that's just going to like completely blow the doors of your heart wide open on such a whole nother level, over this journey of the next 7 days of Mother Mary. I'm so excited to go in this journey with you. I'm thrilled. I'm honored. I consider it a privilege. Thank you for wanting to be here live. Thank you for wanting to participate. Thank you for participating in the live chat with loving respect. I'm just going to mention that um over the course of the next 7 days, like, we have team angels in our live chat that are there to answer any of your questions, about what I'm sharing, about any of the context of the Sophia Code, our upcoming mentor journey, the jewelry. But I also want to let you know that in our mystery school, we really believe in your sovereignty, and we really believe in your unique healing journey, and we really believe that there's a master that is already within you, that these ascended masters are uplifting you and guiding you and mentoring you and how to fully embody your full power. So one of the things that we don't do in the live chat is we don't try to fix anyone, and we don't try to talk down anyone, and we don't try to control anyone. If there's somebody in the live chat that just happens to pop on, that happens to be an internet troll that's just out to spread hate, we've got team angels that are going to get on top of it immediately. So I just want to say that to you. And if we don't catch it in the very thick of the very hot moment that it happens, there is a 3-second like time delay. Just know that we're going to get on top of that, and we're going to remove that from the live chat. Because here's the thing, it's just like all of our online classes, all of our live broadcasts, the Heaven on Earth Prayer Collective, which I offer once a month, everything that we offer, we consider that virtual space a temple space. So we're going to be temple keeping in every way. And if something comes up for you that maybe one of your comments got accidentally removed in the flurry of getting some like weird hater out of the room, out of the temple space, like, Please know that we're just doing the very best we can. And thank you for your loving support and understanding. And feel free to reach out to us at any point through email. If you're like, hey, something of mine got deleted, I'm not sure why. And we're happy to let you know if there was something that happened by mistake, or just drop in with you. So everything that we do from the heart, and we're human. It's like we have a learning curve. Our team is small but mighty, and our deepest prayer is to serve everyone to the very best of our ability, during these live broadcasts, um, during anything that we offer. And it's a huge responsibility, and we just thank you for your loving support and understanding. If anything ever becomes confusing for you, always feel free to reach out to us. We're entirely transparent about why we do everything that we do to help create sacred space and keep that sacred space protected. So, anyways, that's just a little bit of housekeeping, and I'm ready. I don't know about you, but I'm ready to dive into the 7 days of Mother Mary. So, before we dive into the actual chapter, as many of you know, we love to call in our circle of empowerment every day. And the circle of empowerment involves all 8 key code mentor teachers that are featured in the Sophia Code. In section 2 of the Sophia Code, we go through 8 initiations, and we become students of these ascended masters who are activating and initiating us to embrace the truth of our sovereign divinity, but also they are mentoring us in how to embody the spiritual technology of our sovereign divinity, which we go into extensively in the Sophia Code. We're not going to go into it right now, but this is your first time invoking the circle of empowerment, just feel free to relax and watch and witness, participate at whatever level feels comfortable for you. And for those of you who are, this is part of your daily practice, let's go. I'm super excited to be invoking our circle of empowerment together today. It's just my greatest joy to be here with you. So, we always begin with acknowledging that we all come from the source, and that source has many names. In the Sophia Code, we love to call the source Sophia. There are 6 letters in the name Sophia, and those 6 letters are parallel with the word source, 6 letters in source. So if you're a recovering religious doctrine person, that word God might not work for you. It certainly didn't work for me for many, many years. And when Sophia came to me, which is the holy mother aspect of God or source, I was relieved to have another word for God other than God. It worked really well for me. The larger my ministry grew, the more I realized there were a lot of people that were coming to me that did need the word God to understand that when we talk about Sophia, we're not talking about an entity, we're not talking about a goddess, we're talking about the one divine mother, creatrix of all life. And her consciousness also works in complete harmony with the other aspect of God, the one divine father of all life. So there's that one source self that we refer to as Sophia. And so we're going to call into that energy of Sophia God. And I just want everyone to know, if there's a word for God that you prefer better, all good. Just use that word, whatever feels right for you. We're not here to convince anybody about anything in the Sophia Code. We're just here to share what brings us joy and deep connection. If it works for you, awesome. Okay, so calling into that one light source that created all that is, Holy Mother, Holy Father of all life, Sophia God, Sophia Source. We also speak into that one primordial black womb of no thing, because even the light arises out of that primordial space, that black womb of no thing. And we speak into that presence that we often refer to as the Holy Spirit. We can refer to it as Buddha consciousness. We can also refer to it as Christ consciousness or unity consciousness. And we open our heart to receive the presence of God, that Holy Spirit descending, that Buddha light descending now into every heart on this transmission, both live and in the recording. We open the doors of our heart. We open the sacred gateway at our crown chakra, and we call forth the light of that source descending all the way from the 7th plane of creation, where instantaneous miracles and divine knowing exist. We welcome this waterfall of light. We welcome the vastness of the mother's womb, awakening our human consciousness to the vastness of our human awareness. That our human awareness can live in absolute, complete communion with this divinity that we are. We open up to the to the deep divine knowing that we are one with this presence of Sophia God. We are one with this presence of Source. And that no matter what we do in life, no matter what kind of pain or trauma, no matter what kind of separation we may temporarily feel from this presence of unconditional love, we accept that this waterfall of light is always flowing to us. It is always flowing to us as benevolent blessings that we cannot earn because they are already ours. And we open up our body, heart, and mind to feel this waterfall of light pouring over us as the presence of God that we are a part of, that each and every one of us has been made as the image and likeness of this Holy Mother. And that has always been Mother Mary's message to her people. It has always been Mother Mary's message to her students. And no matter what has happened, no matter how religion has changed that original teachings of Mother Mary, we allow this Holy Spirit, this Buddhic light, our communion, our direct communion with God to fall fresh upon us, to baptize our awareness, to allow that any heavy energies, any stress, things that have been concerns or anxieties that have been in your heart, I welcome you to just let it begin to dissolve into this waterfall of light pouring over you as a direct communion with Sophia God. And now I invite you to visualize this circle of light around your body. All right, a beautiful circle of white light around your body. And there's going to be 8 direction points on your body. On this circle. Pretty excited to be here with all of you. So sometimes I might trip over my own tongue. So in the north, we're going to welcome from the Sophia Code, white buffalo woman who is key code 7 of the Sophia Code. And I'm not going to go into all of the different mentorship because we really want to get into that chapter, but we want to anchor these 8 ascended masters, right, in this circle around you. In the northeast, we're going to welcome beautiful winged Isis, and her wings are just raising up super high, and she is just sending this transmission, blessing your sovereign divinity, opening your inner eyes, your third eye, opening your heart, opening the back of your neck, and just to really feel that Isis is here protecting you while activating you into a deeper understanding of your sovereign divinity. In the east, we welcome the radiant Hathor and the entire Hathor star nation that have initiated prophets and seers across countless ages and who are here to initiate us, and giving thanks for their presence, feeling Hathor coming in so strong. Oh my God, her beautiful song, her beautiful voice singing over all of us is like blasting my right ear. But what she's really excited about is that Mother Mary is an initiated high priestess of Hathor. So the Hathors are going to play a really big part in our transmission over these next 7 days. So welcoming Radiant Hathor, the Hathor Star Nation, also welcoming in Sekhmet, who is attending Hathor's transmission for our protection. And in the southeast, I welcome Green Tara, she of 1,000 stars in the Sophia Code, Kika 3, and the Order of Dakinis. In the south, we're going to welcome the protectress of life, the expander of life, the mother of all mothers, beautiful Mother Mary. And she is arriving in like a spectacular glory. The vision of her arrival, I am seeing crowns of stars around her. She's arriving on these gorgeous clouds. Thousands of rose petals are descending over all of us, and she's just sending them out in every direction across space and time to where you are today. I'm also welcoming in Mary Magdalene in the southwest. She's arriving here with Ascended Master Jesus. In the west, I'm welcoming in Kuan Yin with Maha Avatar Babaji, and giving thanks to the Holy Seraphim, which Mother Mary is very connected to the Seraphim. They are arriving, the Sophia dragons, in the northwest. Now, in the center of this circle of your empowerment, I welcome you to really tune into your body, heart, and mind. Let's take a deep breath together. Big exhale. Deepening into your seat, deepening into your root chakra, deepening down into your legs through your breath. And we're welcoming the holy presence of your own higher self, which is an aspect of the Holy Spirit. Your soul has been made in the image and likeness of God. You are a daughter and son of the Most High. And that, but so is everyone as well. It's just like we are all equally sovereign and divine. But you've got to claim that for yourself to be able to see that equality of everyone's shared sovereign divinity. You got to be willing to love yourself that much. And so we ask you to fill your body and that circumference of your circle with the presence of your Holy Spirit and your higher self. And I welcome you to feel a beautiful column of light descending from where you are seated all the way down to the heart of Mother Earth, so that you can connect with the heart of Sophia Gaia, Mother Earth, who is one of your greatest allies during these very pivotal times of global unrest. Ironically, she is a divine feminine Christ mentor for how to stay grounded as we face so many different global crises. Her heart will keep you steady. And then feeling that beautiful column of light rising up above your head and connecting directly to that seven plane source frequency. For those of you who are unfamiliar with that place, don't worry, your higher self knows exactly where to go. And so 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, initiating full contact with that seventh plane source, creator, creatrix of all that is presence. And you are fully dialed. You're filled with your higher self. You're surrounded by these incredible sovereign ascended masters, exceptional teachers on sovereignty, these angelic orders that have got your back. I'm just going to ask my team angels that for those of you who are on site, please go ahead and bring the temperature just a little bit back up because I'm freezing in this moment. and and I'll just send that message out to my team. And now we're ready to go. I'm super excited. So we're going to start with Mother Mary's chapter in the Sophia Code. I'm really excited to dive into this with you today. And remember, for those of you who are excited about the giveaway, we're going to be announcing the giveaway at the end of the teachings today, both for enrollment in my 2021 live mentor journey, as well as the Mother Mary jewelry collection, which is truly like living altars that you can place on your body. So, all right, let's see. We're going to start at the beginning, which is page 163. Now, because we don't need, because we don't have enough time to read this line by line, what I'm doing every day is I'm going to be reading for myself, reviewing that part of the chapter that we're going to go over, and I'm going to pull out certain key teachings that I feel are really important for us on this journey. And so we're going to highlight that together. But what I ask is that you read a couple pages as we go along for each of the day's teachings on your own at home. And then when we come back together, we can go deeper into the highlights. So many of you knew, okay, I have to read the Mother Mary chapter this weekend, and you redid the initiation this weekend. Thank you for doing that. But for those of you who are just joining us live, you can just read a couple pages a day, and then you'll keep up with where we're at in class. And it'll be fun because you'll have just read it, and then we'll go through some highlights together. So the first part of chapter 9, where we meet Mother Mary, is so powerful. It's just, and the reason why it's so powerful, there's a couple, I mean, there's so many reasons why it's so powerful, but one of the things we have to understand, which is going to go into a healing that we need to do together as a community to really help us clear a lot of the trauma that we have around religious dogma and doctrine that is preventing a lot of us from like fully understanding the depth of what Mother Mary is offering us in the Sophia Code. We need to understand the depth of what Mother Mary was born into and how she is paralleling the depth of her birth to the time that to our own divine purpose at this time. It's kind of a it's a very bold statement, and I often wonder how many people actually get just how bold this statement is that we step into right out of the gate in Mother Mary's chapter. So this section is entitled Mother Mary is a Mentor for Fulfilling Your Prophecy. It's huge. Your prophecy, not her prophecy, your prophecy. Her prophecy was connected to your prophecy. So interesting, right? So if on page 164, Mother Mary shares with us at the top of the page, she says, I was born into an important messianic prophecy. Before I was even conceived, the ancient texts declared me as a mother of salvation for humanity. My birth and the birth of my son Jesus were foretold by the prophets of my people hundreds of years prior to our arrival. For those of you who have no Christian background at all, what Mother Mary is talking about is um, in ancient Jewish texts, which from a known as the Torah, or also in Christianity as the Old Testament, what she's talking about is different prophets, especially Isaiah, gave certain prophecies about this man Jesus that was going to come. And so when the Bible was being put together, they were looking at a lot of these different prophecies to point to the birth of Jesus as this messianic or messenger figure, a savior figure for his people. Now, I just want to say right out of the gate here, that I respect everyone's faith, and I'm not here to change anyone's faith in any way. We absolutely love Jesus, and we love Christian principles. So I'm not here to argue with anyone about any of that. What Mother Mary is doing here is she's helping us understand, hey, everyone made a big deal about the prophecies of my son, but there were prophecies about me as well. Now, when you understand that, like, what a big deal that prophecies were included about a woman, it's pretty non existent in the Bible to see prophecies about a female figure. It's all focused towards the men. So it's really not all, but it's very limited. So for Mother Mary to be honored in this way is a really big deal. Now, imagine for yourself if there was prophecies for hundreds of years leading up to your birth. Like, that's kind of a lot of pressure, right? So so this is what Mother Mary was stepping into in her very birth, that she was going to fulfill this wild prophecy of immaculately conceiving this soul. Now, as many of us know from the Sophia Code teachings, that immaculate conception was something that was practiced by the highest initiates in Hathor's mystery school, and that Mother Mary was trained in these Egyptian mystery school lineages from childhood. And further, in ancient mystery schools, those highest master teachers had the ability to psychically see and track souls that were reincarnating into their mystery school lineages that had achieved great feats, such as what Mother Mary had achieved in her previous lifetimes as a Hathor high priestess. So we have to understand that she couldn't have fulfilled this prophecy without her Egyptian training and all of these Essene master teachers that were trained both in many, many lineages: Buddhism, Hinduism. They were trained in Mesopotamia. They were trained in Egypt. They were training in all the mystery school lineages, the hidden teachings of how to activate the light bodies, how to open up the Kundalini, how to flip on all the psychic development in each of your chakra temples. This is what the family, the Essene lineage that Mother Mary was born into, were well versed in. Mother Mary's soul picked a perfect lineage for her to fulfill this prophecy of which she was born. So imagine Mother Mary, is now parallel. She's making a parallel in her chapter here on page 165 of the Sophia Code. So if we jump over, she's saying, well, actually, the bottom of 164, she says, at the crossroads of humanity's destiny, your generation is also born into a prophecy of similar proportion. So she's starting with her personal journey and she's making a parallel to our collective journey. And that's a parallel that can be applied in many ways, because at the time Mother Mary was walking on the earth, it was really a time of the guru figure, only a singular figure leading many people. But we are now living in an age of awakening where we all must become the master teachers. We all must be leading together side by side. This is what we teach in the Sophia Code Mystery School. It's like we're all here to lead heart to heart, side by side, wing to wing. And so Mother Mary is saying, in many ways, this parallel speaking to us on so many levels. As she's saying, at the crossroads of humanity's destiny, your generation is also born into a prophecy of similar proportion. For several hundred years, there has been an increasing momentum of prophecies spoken throughout the world that foretell of the ancient ones returning in the form of little children at the dawning of this next golden age. And there's a footnote there where you can read about the different prophecies that have talked about this, that you can do your own research with. And then she goes on to say, these returning souls would carry a clear remembrance of their unique purpose within their spiritual DNA. From the knowledge of all their lifetimes, they would effortlessly recall how to administer the ancient rites of initiation for humanity to awaken as peaceful stewards of the earth. For these ancient ones, it is prophesied that their greatest initiation would be opening humanity's heart to remember its divine origin. Yes, much has been spoken of about you. Isn't that beautiful? She's talking about these ancient souls, and we're getting all hyped on it, wondering if you are. And then she's like, yes, I'm talking about you. That's what she's saying in this moment. Huge, right? And she goes on, you are here to immaculately birth the return and reconciliation of the divine feminine Christ with the divine masculine Christ energies for the heart of humanity. Whoa. I mean, can you feel the level of prophecy that she is just pouring out? Because why? Mother Mary was an oracle. Mother Mary was born to a prophet. The Bible even talks about how her mother was a known prophetess. I mean, it's just like she comes from an oracular lineage. And so Mother Mary is paralleling the prophecy that she lived into. She's saying, and now I am prophesying over you. And I'm adding my own prophecy to the prophecies that have already spoken about you as ancient ones that are returning to this time to bring your invincible light, your ancient knowledge, your ability to heal, your ability to lead beyond this broken world. You are the miracle that the elders have been speaking of for the past few hundred years. And guess what? Here I am from beyond the veils saying the exact same thing. And Mother Mary is like, I am a woman of prophecy. I am a woman who fulfilled a massive prophecy on this planet. So I have the right to say that you are also the children of prophecy. It's just like, wow, Mother Mary. Okay. Wow, thank you. What an honor. What a privilege to unravel all of the doubt, all of the insecurity, all of the ways that this world has caused us to second guess ourselves as a generation of light workers that knows ourselves. We know who we are. We know our psychic capacity has been flipped on. We know we're intuitive. We can tell when something is off and when people are trying to tell us that it's not. We know when this world is broken and we know we have the solution. But so much of us have experienced some level of trauma, some level of heartbreak that continues to keep us from our deep heart knowing that we are the answered prayer that so many generations have been praying for. So here we are with Mother Mary. Day 1, 7 days of Mother Mary. We are choosing to reclaim this birthright, to reclaim our divine mission, to understand we are truly these souls, these ancient ones that Mother Mary is prophesizing about here in the Sophia Code. And so on this journey with Mother Mary, I pray that her presence, and I pray that these words that she is speaking to you through the Sophia Code really supports you to like up level your self-worth, up level your self-esteem, step you into a whole other level of self-acceptance, where in any place in your life, myself included, where we have been doubting the depth of our importance for being here at this time, for being the answered prayer, for being the answer to these prophecies that have been coming down the pipeline for the past couple hundred years. Further, it's like Mary Magdalene goes on to say in her chapter, the next chapter in the Sophia Code, that we are a continuation of the movement that Mother Mary, Jesus, and Mary Magdalene seeded in their time here on the planet. It's like they have a very high regard of you. They have a very high regard of us as light workers worldwide. Whether we are whether you are connected to the Sophia Code or not, if you are serving a light worker mission, Mother Mary, Mary Magdalene, Jesus has a very, very high regard for you. And they're here to support you and up level you and walk you through those healing waters, walk you into the healing light and fire of your own Holy Spirit, so we can cast off the burdens of all the ways that we have minimized the impact that we are bringing into this world. Let us lay down that addiction to minimizing our worth. Please and thank you. Amen. All right, let's keep going. So, we're covering just how important you are on pages 164 and 165 of the Sophia Code. And she just wanted me to highlight one other piece before we close for today. Okay. Okay, you want me to go into the next part? What about the next page? Okay, so we've got two parts. Okay. So we're going to go to page 166. And we're going to go down to paragraph 3. And if you'd like, read this paragraph with me aloud, because as you speak the Sophia Code out loud, the sovereign power of your own voice, the incredible creatrix, creator, sovereign power of your throat chakra, which is connected to your heart, connected to your third eye, is literally activating your sovereign embodiment every time you read the Sophia Code out loud. So let's read this paragraph on 166 out loud before we receive this healing from Mother Mary. And this is paragraph 3 from the top of the page down. Mother Mary speaks and she says, "My deepest desire is for humanity to know itself as the divinity that it seeks. The disconnection between humanity and divinity has gone on for far too long. You are poised at a time of great planetary awakening, where humanity has unprecedented access to a global network of spiritual insight and support from countless masters, both seen and unseen. This quantum leap points to the readiness of humanity's heart to remember its direct connection to Sophia and its true worthiness as a species. Just as I revealed the way to many, you also came here to be a way shower of humanity's divine worth. By believing in yourself and embodying your highest potential. As a mentor for fulfilling prophecy, I guide your awareness to access every opportunity and resource that is available for you to live out your destiny as an important way shower for your generation. I am here to support your courageous mission, to speak the new prophecies of ancient wisdom, which will initiate this next golden age of miracles. So, I would like for us to co create a miracle together that Mother Mary shared with me earlier today, that she wanted to be included in our time together here. And that miracle is a quantum healing, uh, so that we can really let go of any obstructions to our relationship with Mother Mary. I personally went on such a journey to reclaim my mentorship with Mother Mary. I don't usually share the story, but I did not meet Mother Mary as my mentor actually until I was in a Native American church service. I thought for sure when that church service started that I would just be, psychically connecting with all of these Native American spirits. And what actually happened was I went full blown 9 hours straight with Mother Mary standing in front of me in this beautiful silver dress covered in stardust. And she was just talking to me for 9 hours straight about what was going to happen for the Sophia Code movement over the next 20 years. It was just like I couldn't take my eyes off of her. It was a truly astounding experience, and I knew from that I knew from that experience that she had always been with me, but that I had had such a strong resistance to her because I was taught through religious fundamentalist doctrine that I should not connect directly with Mother Mary because somehow it would infringe on my relationship with Jesus or God. And it was just like the hatred that I was like I didn't hate Mother Mary, but the hatred that was coming towards me that would cause me to have this fearful like, oh, I don't want to do anything wrong by connecting directly with Mother Mary. If there's a lot of like recovering fundamentalists on this feed, I'm sure you can relate to this story of like, man, there's just so much intense doctrine in a lot of traditional religions, both Christian, Catholic, even in Buddhism, there's intense doctrines that we are just unraveling so that we can come back to the source teachings of these very exceptional teachers. So I think there was a perfection that I had this larger than life meeting with Mother Mary inside a lodge, like a Native American lodge it was so evident to me. And then I went on to channel her for 2 years straight, where I realized how connected she was actually to multiple lineages so far beyond Catholicism. And it was just this process that I had to go through, where I had to peel layer after layer of fear and doubt and confusion about my relationship, my direct relationship with Mother Mary. And as I peeled the layers off, I was so relieved because I could be together with Mother Mary, heart to heart, eye to eye, in such a powerful space of equality, compassion, divine love. And then I got to access in my memory all of the lifetimes that I had mentored with Mother Mary, as a Catholic or otherwise, in other lifetimes on this planet, but also in other contexts and mystery schools that went far beyond the Catholic context. And I got to see that no matter what kind of weird separation doctrine was tried to like place over me, that I could always find my way back to this pure, heart centered, direct relationship with Mother Mary as my ascended master mentor. So I wanted to share this personal context with you because Mother Mary is such an accessible ally. For those of you who have had a natural draw or magnetism to Mother Mary, you know that. You know that she has this way, and she talks about it in the Sophia Code. She has this way of piercing the veil of physical reality and really coming through in miraculous ways. I mean, part of the Marian following is just full of miracles, inexplicable miracles that often the Catholic Church will like, classify as like a Marian sighting. And I love all of that, but I my prayer in the Sophia Code movement is for us to understand that Mother Mary's miracles don't have to be like bleeding eyes or the stigmata or a bunch of intense visionary experiences. Like Mother Mary's presence can be a calm, peaceful, down to earth mentorship that just helps you feel so embraced. For a lot of us, need a spiritual mother figure. Not a lot of us didn't come from a supportive mother background, and when Mother Mary comes in, it's just like she fills in the gaps of what you may not have been able to receive in your relationship with your parent. And so or she's also just an exceptional. What's interesting is like she also, once you start to connect with her with that inner child parenting, reparenting that needs to happen, she also starts to guide you in the reparenting of really stepping you into your divine purpose and helping you learn how to reparent yourself beyond your fears and resistances to how you've agreed to show up to lead in this lifetime. She talks about that deeper in the chapter, and we're going to go into that on our journey of the 7 days of Mother Mary. So I would like to offer you a healing channeled from Mother Mary. And if you would like to receive that healing, I'd like to see some yeses in the live chat, because here's the thing, when you're a yes, it's an easier space, it's an easier experience for you to receive. So if you're like, yes, just write yes. Just be like, I am ready to receive. Yes, 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 yes. And I love to see that. Awesome. Great. And I'll tell you why. It's just like some people have such a deep resistance to letting go of the pain and the addiction to being afraid. So if you're a yes, be a yes. You could even write down one of our favorite mantras. Yes, thank you. I accept, I receive, in the comment feed. It's just like, let's get ready to receive from Mother Mary right now. What an opportunity to go deeper with her. Okay, thank you so much, everyone. So I'm just so grateful. The presence of Mother Mary is just really coming forward in such a powerful way. Her open arms, she's right ahead, she's right in front of you. And she's smiling in front of you. You may begin to see her beautiful, like that aura of light around her head. She's dressed in this like sky blue robes with their shimmering, like it's like a twilight and sky blue shimmer, and there's like stardust coming off of those robes, and she has this crown of roses around her head, and her heart, there's like this Hathor song that's literally being sung through her heart directly into your heart. So I invite you to just breathe into this beauty and grace that Mother Mary is already approaching you with her transmission. And I'm hearing some of you wondering if you're worthy of this kind of, love from Mother Mary. And I can assure you that is the healing. It's like when we accept that, yes, we are worthy of receiving this much grace from Mother Mary, because Mother Mary is a mirror for how beautiful you are, how radiant you are, the master that lives within you. Why would an ascended master want to mentor you? It's because you're a master. You are awakening and remembering the master within you. So Mother Mary is bringing her hands in front of you, and she's blessing you with this beautiful energy that's just pouring out of her hands, pouring out of her heart. And then she's bringing her hands down in case that's just a little too much energy for you. And she is inviting you to just share with her in this moment if there's any fears or anxieties that you may feel about your religious upbringing, or maybe you don't know anything about her, but you were like, wow, I was really drawn to working with her during this series, and but I don't know anything about you. Let's just take a couple of seconds of silence for you to let Mother Mary know anything that's coming up for you that could keep you from really receiving her grace and her friendship in this moment. I have a memory that's coming to me, and I'm just going to hand this memory to Mother Mary and just say, you know what? I don't want this memory to keep me in sadness or keep me separated from you anymore. I'm going to hand her that memory so that I can feel a deeper connection with her. Yes. If there's any memories, any thoughts, any fears, anxieties, just notice that as you hand them or speak them over to Mother Mary, they just literally dissolve in her radiant, unconditional love. I'm seeing a lot of like dark energies being pulled off of people's throats and hearts. I'm seeing fears coming out of people's stomach. I'm also witnessing that all of these energies that are being released from your body, your emotional body, the memories that might be stored on a cellular level, they're all being dissolved into that beautiful sky blue, seraphim blue, sacred flames, the stardust, the pure Holy Spirit light of Mother Mary. She's just like, bring it, bring it. I love you. There is nothing that could keep us apart. I am just going to be here loving you. You don't have to do anything for me. You don't have to pray to me. I'm just here to support you. I'm here as your friend. I'm here to support you. I'm here as your sovereign equal. I'm here to support your angelic mission in human form. And you may begin to feel this beautiful golden light pouring down your crown chakra and down the back of your head, down your shoulders, running down your back, activating your spine, cleansing your spine of any abuse that you might have suffered for anything connected to your belief. In Christianity or Catholicism, or your direct relationship with Mother Mary, or your intuitive gifts in any of your past lives. Maybe you were burned at the stake for being very intuitive, but you face the oppression of the church. Just like, just let that beautiful golden liquid light pour down your crown, pour down the center of your spine, pour down. For those of you who can feel your angel wings, many of you have activated your angel wings with one of my activations, which you can find on my website. Maybe you need an extra angel wing bird bath with this golden light from Mother Mary. Ooh, I'm feeling good. Wow. Just feeling that light going out in every direction. I'm actually seeing rays of light pouring out, um, not just from Mother Mary, but also it's opening my heart in every direction. I hope you are feeling this same heart opening experience with Mother Mary as well. You may start to feel rays of light opening out of your heart center in every direction simultaneously. And I just invite you to let that light just start to pierce through all of the darkness, pierce through your physical body, and start to integrate on every level of your being, that you can be this much radiant light in your human form in this lifetime. I mean, you're an answered prophecy according to Mother Mary in the Sophia Code. So why wouldn't you be that much light in human form? And Mother Mary is bringing a beautiful mudra to your third eye, to your heart. And she's saying, I'm here to continue that deep activation of the key code 4 divine qualities that she embodied so beautifully. She's lightly touching you, your third eye, your heart, and then she's bowing to you. She's saying, I'm activating your divine genome on such a deeper level. And she's saying, please remember that. So I'm seeing rainbow light coming. Wow. She's saying, please remember that over this journey of the next 7 days, you're going to be changing and shifting so much on so many different levels of your being by continually coming into the grace of her presence, supporting and uplifting you in profoundly miraculous ways. She's saying, hey, be sure to really take care of yourself. The astrology is crazy right now on the planet. She's like, it's very important that you practice self care of these next 7 days. It's very important that you remember to be very gentle with your heart. It's very important to remember that as certain memories that feel painful or sadnesses that are rising to the surface, they're leaving. And your own higher self light is allowing that process of release to happen in a safe and integrative way. And so you're saying, please remember that at any moment, you can call on me and ask me for help. Ask me to help you feel the unconditional loving presence of God. She said, I am here to mirror to you that the direct connection that she has with Sophia, Holy Mother, Holy Father God, is the same exact connection that you have with your own communion with God, your own higher self, saying there's no difference. And that's what she's mentoring us in. It's very challenging in our modern lives, with very often the amount of heartbreak and even trauma that we've experienced to feel that direct line to the divine. But she's saying it's always there, and that's what she's here to mentor you in. That every day you can choose to believe and have faith in your own direct connection to the source just a little bit more. And every day that musculature of your higher self embodiment grows just a little bit stronger, just a little bit stronger, just a little bit stronger, until one day you wake up and you don't even recognize the person that you were a year ago, because you have gone on this mentor journey with the Sophia Code, with Mother Mary, to embody your higher self long enough that you become a truly embodied divine force of nature. Does that mean you never feel sad or grief again or anger? No, it just means you are so embodied in your divinity that you have a very clear relationship with those emotions, and you know what to do with them. You know how to be with them, and you know how to create with them. And that's what she's mentoring you in this lifetime. So I'm just seeing these yes, it is happening fast. These last tendrils, especially for those of you who are on the line that really need to let go of any abuses from the church, whether it's in this lifetime or others that would keep you in fear and anxiety about your relationship with Mother Mary. And Mother Mary's just calling out those last, almost like spider webs of confusion, uh, any painful toxic cords, to uh, figureheads in the church that may, that you're just like, I need to be free of these oaths and vows that I've taken in other lifetimes or in this lifetime. So I can feel my own direct connection, right? She's just clearing out that field. And I'm witnessing Mother Mary pulsing her beautiful transmission as directed by your higher self. Like, I want you to visualize the sun within you, right? On my Instagram feed, I put that meme of the sun within you. Visualize the sun within your heart, and I want you to pulse that sun, expand it wider, pulse it out, expand it out, pulse. One, two, three. Pulse out the sun, pulse. Make those rays burn bright, pulse. Feel the radiance of that sun within you growing brighter and expanding out even beyond your circle of empowerment. Beautiful. Beautiful. And from that beautiful sun-filled space, which is that Christ light within you, I invite you to look into the eyes of Mother Mary. And now tell me you're not an equal with Mother Mary. Feel it. Feel it. Feel the joy she has when you recognize this divine light within you. That's all she wants for you. The Sophia Dragon Tribe don't need anything from you. They are here to serve your sovereign awakening. If there is ever an ascended master that says they need something from you, you should run, because that's not a part of the Sophia Dragon Tribe. That's a different master from a different dimensional reality. The ascended masters of the Sophia Dragon Tribe, including Mother Mary, only operate from seventh plane consciousness, which is sovereignty to sovereignty. They are here to serve your spiritual awakening to the truth of our equal and shared sovereign divinity. And just standing in that incredible transmission of your own higher self, connecting heart to heart and eye to eye with Mother Mary, feeling her joy for you, feeling how thrilled she is to go on this journey with you over the next 7 days. Yeah, and you may even feel her just offering a hug. And if you'd like to receive a hug from Mother Mary, I'm going to receive one right now. It feels so good. Yeah, it's just so good. Yeah. Just letting go into her embrace. Letting go. Just, if you're crying, you can just let the tears flow. It's totally safe. She's just like, I got you. I love you. I'm not going anywhere. I'm here for you. Just feel into that. Wow. How much more faith in ourselves that we can build up over this next 7 years as we, excuse me, yeah, next 7 years, heck yeah, but over these next 7 days, when we are practicing this embrace with Mother Mary. Just like, let's do that for 7 days. Where are we going to find ourselves at the end of this journey? What kind of miracles are we going to behold, both individually and as a community? Oh man, what a wonder to behold. So much goodness ahead of us. And so at this time, I now call forth all the key codes and all of the Sophia Dragon Tribe to now seal, along with Mother Mary, to seal these transmissions, these quantum healing empowerments, these teachings within the light and fire of your own Holy Spirit within your human form, and your physical body, and your emotional body, in your mental body, and in all of your spiritual causal light bodies. We now command it is done, it is done, it is done by the power of three, a perfect Trinity. It is done, and so it is. So I want you to just feel the sealing up of that. I would like for you to feel how the Ascended Masters are still circling you, but now I bet you can feel a whole lot more of yourself within that circle because you just reclaimed so much of your sovereignty with Mother Mary and that, like, just in that 15 minutes alone. Wow. Wow. Huge. Huge. That's the only thing we want for you. That's why I'm up on this soapbox day and night. It's the only thing I want for you. I want you to feel more of you. I want you to have more of you because I know the more you feel of you, the more you have more of you, the more that you love more of you, the more we're all going to succeed in this angelic mission. This is how we birth a golden age. It's just like we have to all love ourselves enough to know that we are equal and sovereign. And that's the space that we can actually co-create a golden age from together. That's the space that's free of competition, of jealousy, of judgment, of ego structure meltdowns. When we step into an embodied space of our sovereign divinity, we get to co-create on a level that's going to blow our minds. It's going to blow the minds of humanity to be able to understand that we can co-create at this level. This is why I care so much. It's just like I see that it's the only way through this mess we are on this planet. It's the only way. It's the only way. Us embodying our sovereign divinity, not giving it away in codependent relationships, not being weird about power structures, like stepping inside our circle of empowerment, zipping up, suiting up, dialing directly into the source, anchoring to the center of the Mother Earth, and choosing what it means. How does it feel? No matter how bad of a day you're having, no matter how many hard feelings you're having, no matter how many challenges you're healing from, you can still do that through the light of your higher self. You can still, hopefully, resource these exceptional mentors that are going to help you through the meltdowns, the breakdowns, so you can get to the breakthroughs. So you can thrive beyond the trauma and you can embody the soul power that's going to speak volumes to those who are looking to you. You know, it's just like, you don't got to get on a soapbox and tell everybody to read the Sophia Code. Don't worry, I'm doing that myself. And our Sophia Circle leaders are helping them as well. Everything about the Sophia Code is an invitation to grace, by the way, but it's an invitation nonetheless. I'm not here to convince anybody of anything. Watch how I live. Watch my embodiment. Watch anybody's embodiment that are practicing these teachings. Our actions speak louder than words. And it's not about perfectionism, it's about willingness, right? Willingness. Willingness to give this ascension journey a shot. That's what's up. I don't even know what just happened. That was a lot of words. Okay, so I think it's time for day one's giveaway. All right. So the first giveaway we're going to do today is this beautiful brass wristlet that has mantras from Mother Mary's chapter engraved on this hand-pounded engraved wristlet that is literally encoded with the living transmission of Mother Mary, so that when you wear it, you know, your wrists, this is why I'm always covered in jewelry on my wrists and over my heart. It's just like, these are spirit gateways into your body. And it's just like, I want to always know that these gateways are attuned to the frequency of what I want coming into my body. It's like, I understand that jewelry works as amulets and medicine and technology on my body. It's just, I've always known that for as long as I could, you know, scrap together 2 cents to put jewelry on my body. It was just like, I knew I knew from ancient times how the technology of jewelry is supposed to be working. And unfortunately, the people that I work with to create this jewelry, they understand that as well. We're very, very blessed that Sophia God has divinely orchestrated this incredible collection to be created the way it was in ancient times. So I'm going to read these mantras again. Embodied way shower. My word is good. My heart is pure. These are all words from the Mother Mary chapter. And be a legacy of love. What's interesting is we also have 2 symbols here. we have the symbol of the descending divine feminine Christ energies coming down into this world, and we have the ascending divine masculine Christ consciousness energies. And so they meet at the heart. And so that's what these two symbols are helping you integrate as the divine feminine, divine masculine Christ consciousness within you. On the inside, we have these two ankhs of life. For those of you who have read Mother Mary's chapter in the Sophia Code, you know that Mother Mary was initiated in ancient Egyptian mystery school practices. And she was a high priestess of Hathor. The Ankh was a very special symbol to her. And Isis shared with me as I was creating this jewelry line the importance of creating as many pieces of jewelry with the symbol of the Ankh on them. And the reason for that is because the Ankh in ancient Egypt is the symbol of eternal life. It is the symbol of life itself. And when you wear a symbol of life over your body, it helps eradicate feelings of depression, self judgment, unworthiness, as well as thoughts of suicide, which, by the way, we are dealing with an epidemic of people feeling suicidal on the planet. And whether you experience that feeling or not, we're all connected to the collective field. So when we wear this symbol of the Ankh on our body, not only are we protecting our own body, hearts, and minds with that sacred symbol, but we're also sending out to the collective, hey, we're choosing life. We're choosing the expansion of life. We're choosing the protection of life. We're choosing to honor the gift of life here. We're not buying into the global war of annihilation, all of these dark agendas that would have us minimize the health of our planet or minimize our health. It's just like we're choosing life. That's what we're up to, sovereign divine life, and we're here to protect life and to steward the life of this planet. So that's what this symbol is really initiating you into. um, so, anyways, I'm going to look on my phone. My team angels are going to let me know who's live here in the chat that's about to win this beautiful brass key code 4 wristlet. Let's see who's the lucky winner. Let's see. Okay, I don't know this beautiful soul, but this beautiful soul is named Chantel Corbett. And I would love for everyone to congratulate Chantel Corbett in the live chat feed, because when one person wins, we all win. We're all about in the Sophia Code cosmology that success is collective, that all of one person's success is all of our success. So Mother Mary has clearly led us to gift this beautiful key code wristlet to Chantel today. I'm really excited about it. Congratulations, Chantel. I hope that you enjoy this beautiful wristlet. And I look forward to hearing from you about how it's helping you in your spiritual mentorship with Mother Mary as your guide. So, congratulations, beautiful angel. And for those of you who are like, oh, I'm happy for her, but I wish it was me, don't worry. We've got 6 more days of giveaways for the jewelry collection. And if you'd like to learn more about the jewelry, feel free to check it out. All of my collections at thesophiacodejewelry.com. So we are now going to go into our lucky winner for my upcoming mentor journey, Transforming Trauma into Soul Power, which starts January 13th, 2021. I am so excited to go on this live journey with our initiates all over the world. It's like I know that the depth of quantum healing and empowerment that's going to be unleashed from this mentor journey is going to have such a significant impact, both, of course, for ourselves personally, but honestly on the collective. Like, really, we're going to go on this journey on behalf of all beings for the liberation of all beings. And these very pivotal times. It's just like it's everything. I This mentor journey is based on everything that I have survived, not just the extreme violence and the atrocities. It's how I survived my inner life. It's how I've survived the feelings of unworthiness and shame and isolation and self rejection, addiction. It's like we have to understand that transforming trauma into soul power is about all the ways that we minimize the pain of our life, reject ourselves, and really start to silently, quietly punish ourselves without really talking about it. And when we come together on a mentor journey like this, it's like we get to do this. We get to all come out of the closet together and be like, oh, you too, you're afraid like this too. Oh, you have this same anxiety as well. It's just like, oh, wow, I had no idea someone else had that happen in their childhood or happened to them as an adult that, was a crippling experience for them. It's just like, we get to go on this emotionally safe journey and in a highly healing charged container, and we get to go really deep for ourselves first. If we really want to heal and lead others at the level that we're being called into during these very polarized times, there are millions, there are billions of souls suffering from trauma. How are we going to know how to help others if we haven't really gone super, super deep into our own hearts? That's the journey we're on, starting in January. And when we go together on a journey like this as a collective, it becomes easier for everyone. It becomes incredibly empowering. It lifts the weight of what you've been journeying with because we're lifting it as a collective. It's very, very powerful what's going to happen starting in January. You can learn more about it on my website at kaiara.com. We're still in the early bird enrollment stage. So, yeah, there's just couldn't be a better time to receive so much information for such a generous price point, because it's indescribable the amount of healing and empowerment and tools you're going to be receiving starting in January. So I'm excited to announce our first giveaway enrollment. And we're going to be giving away. This is how much I believe in this work. This is how much I believe in this mentor journey. And it's really how much Mother Mary has been inspiring me to create a new somatic language about how we can talk about trauma and talk about woundedness, where we're no longer minimizing one another's journey. That happens a lot in New Age culture. It makes me sick to my stomach. It's not fair. But what you also have to identify is we don't really have a conversation about creating a new language, about how to really honor the wounding that we've experienced, as well as our prayers for stepping into an empowerment that still acknowledges the wound but doesn't like minimize it. And we take the honor of that and we turn it into medicine. It's just like we need that kind of intelligent somatic language around what we are walking into in our healing empowerment in 2021 and beyond, because we got a couple of massive years to get through. Like 2020 is not the end game on this weird. All right. And we got to get super honest about what we want to love within ourselves. And so that's what this journey is going to offer us. All right. Let's announce our first winner. Super excited about this. Really grateful for everyone's patience and your beautiful comments and your beautiful support. I'm just getting blown away by what I'm seeing in the live chat. I'm so grateful to you for everything that's coming through. Um, okay. Oh, this makes me so happy. Today's winner, please join me in celebrating and honoring today's winner. Leslie Floyd will be joining us in January on Transforming Trauma into Soul Power Mentor Journey. I couldn't be more happy. From what I do know about Leslie, is she's such a beautiful earth angel. I know she loves working with crystals, and I couldn't be more excited that she's going on this journey with us as an initiate of the Sophia Code teachings. Thank you for celebrating her success as being today's lucky winner. And like I said, we're going to have so many more giveaways over this next 7 days of Mother Mary. So let's just bring all this beautiful energy together in a closing prayer. I want to thank you from every part of my heart for choosing to come on this journey today through the teachings of Mother Mary, for choosing to let yourself receive this much love, this many blessings, this much healing. And let's just bring our hands to our hearts. Oh, just feeling like, oh, it's so good when somebody's been praying to receive something and then they receive it. Right? It's such a good feeling, because what that mirrors for us is that our prayers are being answered as well. It's just like the more we give into the love, the more we allow the miracles to flow into our life, the more we continue to practice connecting directly to our source, the easier and easier it is for us to let go of our resistances. to receiving our blessings. And so, Holy Mother, Holy Father, Sophia God, thank you for every single person listening live and on the replay today. Thank you for all of the ways that they are opening the doors of their heart, they are lifting their wings high, and they are choosing to love themselves in an entirely new way. Thank you, Holy Mother of all life, for your blessed Master of Light, Mother Mary. Mother Mary's impact is too indescribable to even put into words how many billions upon billions of souls that she has healed, that she has taught, that she has mentored across space and time. I have tears in my eyes when I think about the radical sacrifices, the incredible discipline, the mastery that Mother Mary has shown in all of her lifetimes for us to still be calling upon her name at this time as an exceptional mentor in sovereignty. Holy Mother Sophia God, thank you so much for Mother Mary's teachings in the Sophia Code. Thank you that in the Sophia Code we get to meet her free of religious doctrine. Thank you that we get to meet her eye to eye and heart to heart. Thank you that we get to feel her passion for each and every one of us as a new generation of answered prophecy. Holy Mother Sophia God, I pray for each and every heart listening live and on the replay to feel that embrace of Mother Mary, closing up this sacred space, sealing it up, but also that they can feel Mother Mary walking with them in the minutes and hours and the days to come, because this is a direct mentor relationship that we are collectively choosing to initiate for ourselves. It's just like you don't have to be on this video to feel Mother Mary. You can have Mother Mary all to yourself any day of the week, 24 hours a day. This is her promise to us through the Sophia Code. And so I give thanks, Holy Mother, Sophia God, that this is the truth. Thank you for this miraculous truth that you offer to us through the Sophia Code, that we can mentor with the Ascended Masters as equals to awaken and embody, not just awaken, but truly activate and embody the Master of Light that each of us are, and that there's a healing journey that we are all going on that we don't have to be ashamed of. That's actually the patriarchy that would cause us to be ashamed of our healing journey. But the divine feminine Christ consciousness, she says, no more shame. Claim that healing journey, because as you look at what you're healing straight in the eyes, your heart can open up with all the medicine that's ready to flow forward across space and time for you to reclaim all of your power, not just some of it in this very important lifetime. Holy Mother Sophia God, thank you for sealing that truth within our hearts, our bodies, and our minds today, knowing that we get to return to this sacred space of transmission, of grace, of activation, and mentorship with Mother Mary tomorrow at 2 p.m. PDT. Amen. All right, everyone. That was fun. Thanks so much for having going there with me today. That was just I'm just so lit up. I'm so excited for the rest of my day. God only knows what's going to happen now. So I hope you had a good time too. And we'll see you here see you back here tomorrow at 2 p.m. PDT. Please feel free to share these videos with your friends and family. Please subscribe to YouTube, and please subscribe to my Facebook fan page and my YouTube channel. Every subscription, every like, every follow of different channels reaches other souls that really need this work. So I deeply appreciate your support by making sure that you follow me on Instagram, like my page on Facebook. We also have a community group on Facebook. If you'd like to join in the post Mother Mary conversation, feel free to reach out to our team angels about how to join our private Facebook forum. And yeah, and please, if you're watching the replay, be sure to give us a shout out in that comment feed. So, all of your reflections really allow others to consider, that they can explore this work for themselves as well. Like what we're doing is groundbreaking work here. And, it's every bit of support and positive reflection that we receive in our subscriptions and our likes and our follows and in the comment feeds makes a significant impact for our movement to reach as many souls as possible, because our prayer is to activate the sovereign divinity of humanity. It's such a big way that we can turn the tide of the many global crises that we now face. So thank you so much for your loving support of the Sophia Code. We'll see you back here tomorrow at 2 p.m. PDT. Oh, my love to you always. Namaste.